Hello, I'm Germán Ortuzar, and this is the last part to my portfolio. To start off, I feel that the thing that I have learned the most of are stylistic devices and their uses to strengthen and embellish the art that is created with them in the English language. I also have learned about authors that use these tools and use other tools such as imagery to create whole worlds inside of the minds of the readers that are reading their novels and that are appreciating the use and the correct application of these concepts inside of the literary world. Now, moving on to the problem we deal with in this unit, um, I think that if we approach reading in a non-aggressive way with elements that intrigue us to read, that the problem would be pretty much solved, that we would be enticed to read. Moving on to the second point, I've discovered by myself that I really, I really can't read between the lines. It's very hard for me to distinguish between the things that is said inside of the story and the things that you have to interpret from. As I would say, I am really good with interpreting from the text, not interpreting from what the text leads me to think. And to the third point about my short story, I would say that the short story that I wrote with my team is a really good short story, not only because it's a short story that I wrote, but also because the plot is a really fresh and sharp plot that we thought of, not that we saw, and also the way it's written, it's not very complex to understand, but it's not that basic, so it's not boring as we read. And the deeper you go into the story, the more you reflect, drawing in those casual readers, as I would say, and making the story a really complex and complete story. Now, on to the last point. I I learned that storytelling, it doesn't come only in words. It's just a part of it. Storytelling is constructed in the mind of a reader. And really good authors have the ability to construct the whole world that they have in their mind, in the minds of others, and paint it as if it was a clear picture. And something I would do differently is to deal with students in the themes that they like. I often found myself drifting off because of the themes that we dealt with, like the stories and materials. It didn't really go with me. I found myself losing interest, and not because it may not have any historical or cultural value. It's more because um, it's really not on the list of the things that maybe uh, students of my age would find interesting. So it doesn't just stick. So that's my final part for my portfolio. I hope you have a nice day.